So to create a new IAM user in your AWS environment, the first thing you need is access and secret keys to create. So I'm using the root user since I don't have any users set up in this demo environment yet. Let me show you where those come from. If you're in the AWS console, we can flip over to your security credentials. And this, of course, is going to tell you that you need to follow AWS best practice by creating IAM users. And that's exactly what we're doing. In the access keys down here, select this option. And if you've got one there, you'll be able to see it, but you won't be able to get the secret key. So if you need to create a new one, there's the create new access key right there. That's where I got those keys from. And so we'll set AWS credentials to use those keys using the set AWS credential commandlet. And then to create a new user, we're going to give it a name. So I'm calling it TechSnips demo. And then use the New-IAMUser commandlet specifying the username that you want to use. And so the output we see down here just has the ARN string for that user. And so the next thing we want to do is to give that user the access level that we want it to have. And so in this case, I'm giving it administrator access. This is pretty general. Administrator gives it access to all the AWS services. So the Get-IAMPolicies commandlet, that returns all the IAM policies. So you can see there's a lot of them. So I'm actually going to filter for the policy that's called administrator access. And here's what that looks like. But specifically, I'm interested in getting the ARN string. So you can see that ARN value here. So on line 17, I'm actually specifying the ARN property and assigning that to the policy ARN variable. ARN, of course, stands for Amazon Resource Name. It's just the unique names they use for identifying resources. And then to assign that policy to the user, we use the Register-IAMUserPolicy commandlet, giving it the ARN string for that policy, so the one I just grabbed, as well as the username that we're assigning it to. So we go ahead and run that. Then we can create keys that have that access and are using that user using the new IAM access key. And you can see I'm assigning this to the key variable. That's so that I can set my current session to use those new keys. I'm also setting them to store those keys as a default. And so that will keep these keys even across PowerShell sessions. So it'll automatically use those since we want to follow best practices, of course. And just the last thing I want to demonstrate real quick is if I can look at that key and see that it is assigned to that user, just so you can see that that user was actually created and has that access key. So you can see the access key ID, which is should be the same as this value right here. There we go. Thanks for watching.